Morning, guys. I hope you're going to have a great week. I was going to do a more serious talk this morning, not a talk, just a video clip. And then I had two incredible conversations early this morning about people and looking at opportunities and seeing the world in different ways. And it reminded me of the most important, I think, asset that we have as humans, and that is the asset of believing in life and the attitude we have towards life. Now, the attitude can be one of two. It can be an attitude of what I can do and can achieve, or it can be an attitude of I'm too scared and too fearful to do anything. I'd rather just keep the ship afloat and create as little turbulence as I can. Now, the reality of the matter is the latter can never achieve anything significant. The former may or may not work, but there is at least a chance that you'll achieve something significant. I was aware of a word that a friend of mine told me many years ago called invincibility. And invincibility is, in a way, something we all need if we want to do something new and something different. Because there is a degree of fearlessness that comes with invincibility, and there is a degree of risk that comes with invincibility. Then, if you look at the same process, and that applies to many, many of the largest companies in the world, it will wax and wane with the tides, but will anything really significantly happen without the right direction and leadership that is willing to be fearless, that is willing to be invincible, while accepting the fact that they may not survive if something doesn't work? Because I don't really see a point in being alive if you can't do things that change the world and make a significant difference. Because ultimately, that brings the real challenge, and that brings the real reward of invincibility and true belief in yourself and your own ability, and belief in the people that work with you. I remember that the first person I ever appointed in marketing was a drama student, and I remember at the time my boss telling me, but that's a hell of a risk to take, because what does she know about marketing? I said, that's exactly why I'm appointing her. I don't want to appoint yet another marketer. I want to appoint somebody that's going to come left field with a different angle. Well, the reality is she became my best employee, one of the best people I ever had, because she was never fearful of asking questions that other people were fearful to ask. So any idea to her was good, because any thought she had was brought from a viewpoint, a vantage point that was different. So I think the big thing I want to leave you with this week, and we'll speak later on in the week again on something more serious, although this for me is probably the most serious thing that all of us face as humans, as business people, and in a very insecure and a very uncertain world, is our attitude to risk, and our willingness to bring invincibility into our lives. So what can we do if we take the blinkers off? What can we do if we change the questions we ask? What can we do if we reframe or rephrase the challenges we face? Those things are doable. We can do them. I've often been involved in them, and there's nothing more rewarding than doing that. It is incredibly rewarding to see the impact you can make when you start thinking differently. Thanks, guys. Have a great week, and look at your attitude. Look at your building of invincibility. Look at where you can take the next generation of leaders.